Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. In this episode we are going to make our way over to our next Disney World. And for this, normally you probably just had to be going through the same gummy section where like before you encounter Monstro, but I decided to cut that one part out because we already covered that one, so we just went to the second half. And so I went to where Goofy is telling us that Monstro is nowhere to be found, so we can keep going. As you can see here, I actually placed some new gummy blocks onto the ship, and what that is actually increase more armor or our HP though, because especially since in the later gummy sections, it's gonna be a lot more difficult and a lot more obstacles, a lot more heartless ships, so we're gonna need much more HP. So I had to just put a few blocks there. I mean, it may not look exactly like very fabulous, but you know, I had to increase the armor in some way. Alright, so here we are in Atlantica from the Little Mermaid, and this is entirely underwater, and so how exactly are we going to land? Because, well, for one thing, obviously, they're not sea people, and so they can't breathe underwater. It's got no oxygen, so what are we going to do? Well, Donald has some kind of magic at his disposal, so he's going to do something about it.
Come on, Sebastian!
Ariel, wait! Slow down! Don't leave me behind!
No, relax, Sebastian. They don't look like one of them. Right, Flounder?
I don't know. There's something weird about them.
What do you mean?
They do seem a little different. Where are you from?
We're from kind of far away. And we're not really used to these waters,
Oh, I see. In that case, Sebastian can show you how we swim around here.
Ariel! King Triton will not like this!
Oh, don't worry.
Alright, so since we're in Atlantica and it's all entirely underwater, and we can see that we've turned into sea people. Well, actually, in this case, Sora's turned to a merman, Donald's an octopus, a calamari duck, and Goofy's a sea turtle. And so for this one, because of this, we have some new controls that we have to get used to. So basically, you have to go over these swimming controls. So basically, I think if you, I think from what I remember, if you press and hold the square button, then you can descend downwards, and then if you hold circle, then you go upwards. So that's basically the whole gist of the swimming controls here that was introduced to us. Now, let me just say though, Atlantica, I don't really like this world very much, and reason being is because, well, of course, as pretty much a lot of people would agree, is of course the swimming controls. They are kind of clunky. Well, actually, no, kind of would be an understatement. It's very clunky, and especially with the combat. Not only that though, but you're basically nerfed in combat as well, which we'll probably see here later. So yeah, that's just the one major problem about it, you know, because of the fact that with Sora's new form and all those swimming controls as well, then yeah, we're basically nerfed. As a matter of fact, it was kind of the same problem I had with the Pride Lands in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Good job! Now let's move on to self-defense!
Sebastian!
Eh? Class is over! Good luck!
Okay, and so here's what the combat looks like underwater. It's, yeah, like I said, it's clunky. Here we have the sea neons, and they're basically supposed to be the shadow variants of the this world. So yeah, that's basically what it is. It's kind of weird and kind of takes some getting used to, but overall, I'm not a real big fan of it, honestly. Alright, so with that, I guess we'll just go ahead and open up this clamshell that There's, yeah, Flounder and Sebastian are hiding. Oh, save point, yes! So, anyways, yeah, that's the one major thing about this. So, yeah, because of this, we're very much we're very much nerfed in terms of combat. So, so yeah, you're gonna have to get used to it, and so that's that's just kind of the reason why I don't like it very much. Also, before we get here, if you actually listen closely to the music here, the overall theme, if it sounds familiar to you, yes, the overall theme that's playing right now is "Under the Sea" from the movie itself. And I know quite a lot of you guys might not be a fan of it, and, you know, to be fair, I mean, I'm not really that much a fan of it either, because, well, you know, mainly because it would just say, you just hear it playing over and over again. So it's not just like with Worlds, where just play the original songs, like, you know, some Worlds will actually play certain songs from their own respective movies, so in this case, we have Under the Sea, Under the Sea. So anyway, so now we have Ariel with us as our who will be joining us for as a party member. And let me just say though, Ariel is very worthwhile for your party because like she is real great in physical attacks and also she can also heal quite a bit as well. And I'm not sure if she actually runs out of MP, but if so, she's very worthwhile and she's really great in terms of combat. So yeah, for this world, I would recommend having Ariel with you in your party. And also, I can see here, yeah, I've also decided to have Donald with us. And you know, I know what you guys are thinking that, well, why did you bring Donald with us? Donald's an asshole. You should have brought Goofy. Well, I mean, you know, true, I could have had Goofy with me, but you know, I feel like that I haven't really used Donald very much. I've been using Goofy a lot for certain worlds when we switch over party members, not so much Donald. So I guess I probably could just give Donald some more XP, because I know in this game at least they like any of the party members that don't join with you, they don't really gain XP. Which I know it's fixed in Kingdom Hearts 2, but in this game they don't really get any XP. Well, if they're not with you, so I decided to just go for Donald this time. I mean, yeah, I know he may be an asshole, but you know, at least he needs to be stronger. So I'm gonna have to give him some more XP here. All right, so you can see that we have these clamshells here, and this is basically going to be our makeshift kind of a treasure chest that we have because they have items contained in there. The regular shells, you just have to whack them with a keyblade, and there are some shells that are different color, like the red one, for instance, so you have to use fire magic on them. And blue ones, you can just use the blizzard magic as well. So that's actually so that's basically what it is for these clamshells here. So yeah, like I said, yeah, yeah, you'll have to get used to just hearing Under the Sea over and over again in this one. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really too much of a fan of that idea, but I mean, I could tolerate that at least. Because I will say this though, later in Birth by Sleep, we have Cinderella's Castle, and they, oh my god, they fucking use Bippity Boppity Boo as their overall thing. I fucking hate that shit. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I hate hearing that over and over again, but I'll talk more about that once I get to Birth by Sleep, like years from now, and then I'll just go and rant all about it. So, I gotta say that I actually do like Atlantica's battle theme. It's actually pretty catchy, I would say. Also, by the way, folks, so just like how I brought with Jasmine and her design, or her kind of outfits, or skimpy outfits, Ariel is also kind of pretty common with that as well, because like you say that she's wearing nothing but a seashell bra, which of course Disney actually managed to get away with a design like that. I mean, granted, yeah, she's a mermaid, but here's the thing though, she's 16 by the way, so yeah. And also, to go over the characters and their voice actors, Ariel is voiced by Jodie Benson, who is also her original voice actress from the movie. And I would say that, like, even to this day, you know, she's very well known for her singing, and you know, even today, she's real great and real talented with her kind of singing voice. And then we also have Sebastian, who's actually not voiced by Samuel E. Wright in this game. He's voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. And well, I mean, he still sounds similar in a way, but like not so much of a thick Jamaican accent that he would have in the movie. Because Because yeah, I think Samuel Lee Wright actually does pretty well with that Jamaican accent, and also he unfortunately passed away a few years back, so may forever rest in peace. There's actually like more voice actors to go over that's also passed away, like like just recently as well. But once we get to the characters, then we'll just talk about that. So, let's go on to, I think I do want to bring this out here. So I really do apologize for this rather sudden delay. I had a lot of stuff going on. I was busy with things, and I had to go away I had to go out of town for a bit of a trip to visit my folks for a couple of days, so that was the reason why. So yeah, I do apologize for the long sudden delay, but now I'm back, and so, and also I wasn't able to get this video uploaded yesterday because, well, I was running out of time before I had to go to work. And especially since the video itself is 24 minutes long, and also, by the way, after I left from my parents' house and I was on my way back to my house from Georgia all the way back over to Central Florida, I actually finally went to Buc-ee's for the very first time, and I don't know if you guys have ever been to Buc-ee's, and for one thing, the store is massive, like the biggest gas station that you would ever go to. Like it's basically Wawa on steroids. But yeah, I mean, if you've never even been to Buc-ee's though, you've got to go. Like if you ever come across it at some point, you've got to go there, like, and just try it out. And also, their food is amazing. Like I've had this pulled pork sandwich, and man, I could have just gone for a second one because my God, that stuff is awesome. And just like after eating it, it's like I just want a second one. And just it's so good. Just if you come across Buc-ee's, I would recommend it. You'll be so amazed at what it is. Oh, and here's some more of those white mushrooms. And so you can see that they're stopped in place, and that's actually your that's how you actually use the stop ability or your stop magic. Now I thought I was gonna go get the stop arts for this, but I didn't really get any. And the reason is because well, I wanted to get those out of the way because I wanted to get those clamshells that are right there. But actually, here's one thing that also surprised me very much. After I get this third white mushroom that's right here, and that's also what stop looks like. Yeah, basically stops enemies in your tracks, or in their tracks rather. And so after I got the third white mushroom, well, the battle music was still playing. So I was trying to wonder like why, and then this thing appears. This is actually another one of those rare special Heartless that's exclusive to Final Mix, and I was trying to find a way to actually defeat this thing, but I mean I was looking after the guides, but I completely forgot how you're supposed to do that because none of my attacks are working against it, and I literally forgot what it is. And honestly though, it came at such a bad time because because like I said, I was gonna dedicate a whole video into those special Heartless that's in Final Mix, but yeah, all he's doing is just dancing around, just like doing nothing absolutely whatsoever. So so I figured just leave it and then just come back because I could just do it a little later. And I just want to get those clamshells open just to get the get those items, and he was just in my way, so like there's absolutely nothing going on. But what I do know is that I think you have to do this solo, just make sure your party members don't really try to interfere. As a matter of fact, I don't think I actually forgot about this. I wasn't quite sure if it worked in Final Mix because I knew it worked at Vanilla 1. But if you press the triangle button, then you can actually call over your party members. And then I think they just go beside you or something. I don't know, but either way, it actually lets you to fight the enemies by yourself. That's basically what it is. So yeah, that just happened also suddenly. So I figured, yeah, it's probably not worth it. I forgot what to do with this, and so I figured I'd just wait till later once I do that exclusive video. So we should be getting close to Triton's Palace. Yeah, we're actually trying to get to King Triton's Palace, and yeah, we have to follow those Trident markers that are placed there. So that way we don't really get lost because let me just say, Atlantica is a huge place, and because of that being in entirely underwater, then it's very much easy to get lost in. But thankfully they did place these Trident markers, so I'm actually thankful for that at least. Yeah, going by how, like, even though even though I'm not really very much of a fan of Atlantica, for one thing, because of the swimming controls and the combat feels a little awkward. I mean, I will at least, I'll try not to take this one for granted, though, because, oh boy, wait until Kingdom Hearts 2, because this world actually does return in Kingdom Hearts 2, but unlike this game, there is absolutely no combat whatsoever. It's actually some sort of optional kind of a thing you do, and, well, I mean, I'll talk more about it once we actually do get to do a Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2, but that can wait. Oh, it can wait. Anyways, I guess we might as well just enjoy it while we still can. And also another thing I forgot to mention, that another thing that Ariel can do is that, like, in certain points, she has the arrow spell, which basically would increase your defense or actually shields you. Yeah, she can also do that as well, so that way there you have some sort of a barrier against Heartless. So yeah, that's, like I said, that's like definitely one of the reasons why that Ariel is definitely a worthwhile member for your, or worthwhile party member, you know, because, you know, she's definitely like one of the better kind of options there. You know, all in part because of her, yeah, because of all her physical attacks and also her, and also she can heal very easily as well. And also, of course, I had to make sure to customize her to where like she would heal only in emergency. But yeah, like I said, I would say Ariel is definitely one of the best kind of party members. So yeah, like I said, I definitely recommend that you have her with you for this journey. Yeah, basically all you're going to be encountering is kind of like basically the marine-like Heartless. You also encounter those the search ghosts as well. That's basically all there is. So, anyway, so we're just about to reach Triton's Palace. Well, that's just a courtyard, and some new Heartless. These are called the Screwdivers. Screwdivers are a bit of a pain in the ass to deal with because they can actually do these frontal assaults at you just by charging at you, and also it's best recommended not to use the Thunder Magic on them because because not only are they immune to it, they can actually the Thunder Magic actually heals them. So so that's one thing you want to keep in mind. Oh yeah, by the way, folks, we see this White Trinity mark, which we don't really have yet. But one thing that I will say that's really real forgiving for this world is that this will be the only Trinity mark that there is here in this world, because there are no others at all whatsoever. And not only that though, but there are also no Dalmatians at all. Like, unlike all the other worlds, none of the Dalmatians are in there, which I mean makes sense though, because it's underwater, and you know, I mean, who would put Dalmatian puppies in there? Which of course in underwater where they can't breathe at all. So yeah, I guess it might as well just not put the Dalmatians in. But overall, in terms of gameplay, that actually does save me the trouble of having to look up any guides and just to see where they're located. So yeah, that's one thing that's very forgiving, is I don't have to worry about all that. So there's going to be no Dalmatians, no other Trinity marks, just a White Trinity mark there, which of course we already know it's there, and we won't have to worry about that until like later on once we do unlock the White Trinity. Alright, so I guess that should be all the Heartless clear, so let's go over to Triton's throne and see Triton himself.
That was too close. As long as I have my trident, I will not tolerate those creatures inside this palace.
Daddy?
Oh, Ariel! When will you listen? It's dangerous out there. Strange creatures lurk outside.
Behold, you swim before the ruler of the seas, His Majesty King Triton.
And who are they?
They helped us fight off those creatures.
They don't look familiar.
We're from an ocean very far away.
Yup, we came to find the keyhole.
The what?
What's that?
Yup, well, it's a...
There's no such thing, certainly not here.
But Daddy...
Ariel, not another word. You are not to leave the palace. Is that clear? Perhaps I'm being too strict. I'm just concerned for her safety.
Of course, Your Majesty. But I must admit, now I'm quite curious about this keyhole.
That need not concern you, Sebastian. Have you anything to report?
Just as you suspected, Your Majesty, they seem to be coming from Ursula's grotto.
I knew it. That sea witch is up to no good again. A sea exile from the palace has taught her nothing.
Yes, she poses serious danger.
And I told you to keep Ariel away from such danger, did I not?
Your Majesty, please,
You know, I gotta say, Ariel definitely is another one of those typical rebellious teenage daughters that that somebody has to deal with. So, yeah, I gotta say though, like one major problem that I have with Ariel as a character is her naivety. Because, like, you know, I mean, you know, it's one thing that where you know she kind of just like kind of acts like some sort of a spoiled brat and just kind of like thinks of her father as being unreasonable. Not only that though, but you know. But you know, in the movie itself, when like she would go to the human world, and she would see Eric for the first time, and she becomes so head over heels, or rather head over tail fins over him, because like she immediately just fall in love with him, like immediately, even though she doesn't know him at all, and you know, and you know, just like this whole love at first sight thing over him, like she hasn't gotten to know him, she doesn't know. Or just doesn't know about his life, or or who exactly he is, and like anything whatsoever. So it's like she gets too naive and just too trusting about it. Now, I mean, thankfully though, Eric actually did. Like as it turns out, Eric actually is a wonderful person, of course, and so she's very much lucky that that she already found out who he really is. But still, though, like you know, you just may never know. I mean, you can't really be too trusting of anybody, but you know, But that's sort of the thing of these, you know, these usual teenage daughters that, you know, they just get pretty naive about all this here. And unfortunately, Donald doesn't have enough AP for a second win that needs a 3 AP. And this new Heartless is called the Sheltering Zones. And they're actually the larger versions of the Sea Neons. They can actually either attack them one hit, or sometimes they'll just split into the smaller Sea Neons. And that actually gives you some extra XP, so that's actually one thing I do like about this. And so here we are in Ariel's grotto, and she's got a bunch of these collectibles from the outside world. Does that sound strange? Yeah, no, not at all. I used to feel the same way. Used to? I mean, I still do. Hey, why don't we try looking for that keyhole you were talking about? But your father said, "Oh, he treats me like a little girl. He's always so unreasonable. How dare he becomes unreasonable?" Yeah, just doesn't understand. Yeah, of course, it's just typical. For daughters like her, I mean, you know, for her being rebellious. There's this really big fish who can swim against the current, but he's scared of those weird things swimming around. So if we chase him away, I think the big fish will play with us. Maybe grab onto him, he'll take us somewhere. Yeah, there's actually some more chests you can take, although it looks like I actually end off this video here and just do that in the next episode. I could have just gone the others, so... Anyways, so next time on Let's Play Kingdom Hearts, we are going to, I guess we're going to find some clues or anything to find this keyhole in Atlantica, and I guess just be done with it? Maybe? Yeah, well, let's see. So, anyways, until next time, see you guys later.